Hi guys, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and this is a video that is taking on the challenge of Jessica Rapp's challenge of reorganizing your craft room. Anyway, this is the this is the door to my craft room. It's upstairs. And I was gonna clean my craft room for you guys, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna let you see what it looks like when I have stayed up for a few nights trying to finish a journal. Most of the time, you know, I do organize it, but I was going to clean it up to do the video, and I just decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you see what it looks like when I'm done with the process of making a journal. So I call this the Pink Palace. I have 3 grown sons, and when we moved into this house, they were still in college, coming and going, and I painted this room pink, and this is our smallest room in our house, which is probably kind of dumb, really, because I don't use any of the other rooms now. But anyway, I painted it pink in hopes that no one would ever want to move in here. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to kind of go around the room. It's a small room. I think it's only 10 by 11. It has an adjacent bathroom, or Jack and Jill. But anyway, I'm just going to show you what it looks. This is how it looks when I'm done with the journal. So it doesn't look this way when I start, but by the time I pull everything out and get what I need, and I need this or I need that, this is how it usually ends up. So I'll do a little tour real quick and let you see. I did a video on cleaning out your closet, and unfortunately this is what happens when you clean out your closet and decide to use those things for junk journals. So anyway, this is the entrance. There's the door. This is the back of the door. And then this is some storage that I made. This is a bunch of beading things. Up here on these shelves, and this is some of the things I think I'm going to go redo. I have a lot of different crafts that I've done, and these are like, I call them project bins. So I have those up there. I have a television in my craft room because I spend a lot of times just watching YouTube videos. These are shelving from the Container Store that I bought used on the marketplace, and they're good overall. But then this side has a lot of my junk journal stuff, and as you can tell, I have a lot in here. I haven't even shut all the drawers. They do shut. It's just, I think I was rummaging through here trying to find things. Oh, here we go. And they have, this bottom drawer has a lot of my journals that I've made that I haven't given away or whatever. This is my handy dandy cutter that I use all the time. This has stuff I haven't put away, and you know, just some of these bags or bags full of journal things that I've collected for certain journals, stuff I got from hauls, video ideas. Over here I have my printer and kind of all my accessories for my printer. Up here I have my Galaxy typewriter that I got for $25 on the marketplace that I love. These bins down here have miscellaneous craft things. And that's one of the things I think with that challenge I'm going to do is I'm going to take these things out and probably move them to another part of my house. I have this this old file cabinet that I painted black, and I've yet to fill it. It's pretty much empty. I was going to use that to kind of sort through some things in file folders, and I haven't done that yet. I have all these shelves, and I've gotten all these little containers, and I know what's in them, so I don't really mark them. The only thing I think I mark is when I have these type of containers, and I'll mark them. And I do want to kind of reorganize all that a little bit. This underneath, this is a problem too. I have all these containers, and I don't have them on my shelves because they're really heavy, and they're filled with books. And underneath my desk, which is really a table, I have even more. Oops, more stuff is falling. And you know, I got to do something with that because that's not okay. Here is this is part of a unit that I had, and this is a shelf. And on here I have more things. This has like all of my different equipment, and I try and keep that organized, but that's kind of how I have that. This has more things that probably need to be reorganized. This is a desk that I use, and I just keep my sewing machine on that just so that I have it out. You know, I keep it out all the time. I've got this pegboard that has mainly just kind of tools on it, and I'm probably going to redo that because I honestly don't use most of them most of the time. So I'll probably put other things on that. This unit right over here mainly has paint and mixed media and things like that. And I probably will leave that because I occasionally use some of those things. On top up here, I hate to make you guys so dizzy, that is where I have more shelves. I have some books up there, old albums, but I do think I'm going to take some of these things out that I don't use all the time and find another place to put them. In the corner, I have things that I used for flower arrangements and things, and I think I'm going to put that out in the garage. This top shelf, I had come up with this filing system for stickers and things, but it really doesn't work that great. So I think I'm going to undo all of that, and I think that's where I'm going to put all of my journals that I haven't sold or ones I've bought and things like that. Probably going to redo some of this, although it does work okay for my stamps and things. All of this on top of here, this mainly is stuff that I need to put away. I have this tendency to grab all kinds of dies and good things like that, and then I don't put them away. This is what happens when I'm in the middle of making a journal and I'm pulling things out of drawers. This is all paper storage, and yeah, I know. It's terrible. This is how my floor looks usually when I've pulled an all-nighter and I've made a journal. Because I start just doing things and throwing things on the floor. Yep. I'm sorry. This is just real. Like I said, I was going to clean it up to show you, but I decided not to. This is an origami rolling cart that I use. And what I do, and it's supposed to be whatever journal I'm working on, I put things in it and then I can roll it back and forth. But the last two drawers, I have a happy planner with all the stuff in it, and I really just need to take that out of there because I use it, but I tend to not decorate it anymore. So I need to kind of put that stuff somewhere else and allow room so that I don't have to have everything all on the floor. Underneath me, the reason it's such a mess too is I have all these different bins where I put things, where I do different types of collaging, and just, I don't know, I have like 4 different bins. It just, I don't know what happened. Up here is reasonably organized. I keep like all my punches that I use all the time and my equipment and things up here, but definitely, you know, when I go through the process of making journals, and I finish 2 in a row, it just kind of gets to be a mess. This is how my desk looks, and I have this little tray here, and this is the stuff that I keep on my desk all the time. A cutter, a couple cutters, a couple envelope punch boards, a tag maker. I have this other tray thing that I keep things on, my buttons. This is kind of how it looks. Oh, and FYI, guys, I can't believe I just came up with this, but a great place to do your nails is in your craft room. You have tons of light. You have a place, like I have my glass mat, and I've just started to get to where I do my nails up here. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. I honestly, I just can't believe it. Anyway, this is a light that I use, and it's a magnifying light, and this is where I normally put my phone when I'm doing videos. This is my little coffee thing, which obviously I need to put that away. I'm really embarrassed for y'all to see all this, but I was going to come up here and clean it to film it, and I thought, no, that's not being real, so I'm not going to do that. Up here is just kind of decorations that I have. You know, just to kind of, when my room's clean, it looks cute. Right now, it looks like more of a mess. These are tools on this pegboard, and I actually use that a lot, where I can just pull them off of there. And this is my little circle thing that I use, and I use that a ton. So, like I said, there's a lot of things that I need to change, but some that I probably need to completely redo. So obviously, this is the mess. This is a lot of my laces and doilies and things that I was searching through. These 2 rolling carts, these normally get stored in my closet, but when I'm working on a journal, I have one for mixed media, and then I have another one for stamping. And so I usually just roll these to my desk and have them right next to me, so I can pull things out and not have to, you know, put a bunch of containers away. This is, again, an old armoire that goes with the 2 black shelves that I had. And in here I have just a lot of miscellaneous storage of different type of craft things, not just for junk journals. And I have them in different containers, and I have them marked. And it's semi-organized. It could definitely be better. It doesn't close all the way, so I have to put a little latch on there. Well, I don't know where that went, but the drawers, I have more storage, and I have those things marked, and it's reasonably organized. This is just more things, you know, sorting bins. This is more. So, you know, that's kind of that area. Like I said, this room's not very big. This has just things that fit behind there, different mats and things, and poster board to take pictures and that kind of deal that I occasionally use. Oh, this is a mess in here, guys. Okay, so this is my sink area that has several coffee cups because, like I said, I pulled a couple all-nighters. Oh, look here, we got a wine glass that obviously I need to take all this downstairs to the kitchen. And I was cleaning my stencils here. You know, I do know that I am very blessed to have a water source in here, but I do need to get this clean. Now, mind you guys, this is closed off from the rest of my house. My house does not look like this. But this is what my craft room looks like. Oh, here we go. Y'all need to see that. Yep. Anyway, it has a little walk-in closet next to it. And this is another thing I just really need to go through. I have camera equipment over there that I have not used forever. I've got some crafting things up there. Most of the stuff on these top shelves, these are all pictures. Pictures that I was going to scrapbook. And I finally got to the point where when I gave my son a scrapbook that I had made for him, and he said, hey, this is nice, but you can digitize it. I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. So these are things that I intend to digitize. I may make a few little scrapbooks, but for the most part, this is all stuff I need to get out of here because I just need to digitize it all. And I bought a little hand wand scanner to do that. And that's just something I just need to spend like a week doing. This is all underneath here, just back here in these boxes. All things, my kids' pictures and mainly memorabilia down here that I need to reorganize. All of this needs to either get put away, thrown away, or something. In here, oh, and in the back, this has like my little craft, suitcase or whatever when you go on crops. I have a little vacuum back there, a ruler. But this is where I roll this middle part right in here is where I roll my 2 carts in here, and just shut the door so that the carts are not in the way normally. Again, here's like a mermaid album I'm in the middle of. I tend to put all the stuff I'm working on in a bag, which kind of is okay, except for the fact sometimes I'm putting away things that I could use on other albums and I don't remember where I put it. So these carts that I bought, these are plastic carts and they have all these little bins. They work great. I have all of my stuff sorted in them, and normally I put them away. This goes down here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Anyway, so I have all of my supplies for my junk journals in there. And I also have, ongoing projects. Like if I have a certain kind of, if I'm doing a certain kind of journal that I'm working on, I'll have it in here. I usually have 3 or 4 journals going at a time. This whole box in here, this is all copy dyed papers. All copy dyed papers that I have. And I need to use a bunch of those. Haven't used them yet. These probably are more things I need to put away. Like it looks like this is all Christmas stuff that needs to be put away. And anyway, this is my craft room. And it is tiny, but it is very functional. And I do think once I get the stuff out of here that, I don't use all the time, I'll have plenty of room. I actually like the idea that it's a small room because honestly, I would probably fill any space I have. If you gave me 1,000 square feet, I would probably fill 1,000 square feet. Right outside this room, I have probably a 700 square foot kind of family room upstairs that nobody uses, has a big pool table, whatever. And I do have like a card making center in the office area there. I have kind of a big dresser where the TV stands, and I have a bunch of stuff stored in there. And I also have commandeered several closets, but I do need to sort through everything and definitely get rid of some things. My desk is a table that I had bought for one of my sons, and I actually like it better than a desk. It is a lot sturdier. It was white and I had painted it black. I actually painted it black for him. And it was funny because I was going to get rid of it and I realized, wow, you know what? That would work great in my craft room. And when I clean it off, I actually have room. There's a chair back there where somebody can craft with me. That doesn't happen often because this room is such a disaster. But I have a, comfortable desk. And I have this little area that I take on crops with me, this little hookup thing. And I can sit here for hours, watch television, and I have a blast. This is my happy space, I have to say. But, I do need to get it organized. And like I said, I was going to clean it just put things away for y'all to see this. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, see this whole thing right here? These are just dies that I used recently and I haven't put away. I have this habit. These are stamps that I've used that I haven't put away. So even though they have a place to go, I haven't put them away, and I've got to get better at, and the more and more the room gets, crazy, the harder it is to walk around and put things away. And so I think what I'm going to do is my next project isn't going to be a journal. It is going to be organizing my craft room. And I think I'm going to do a few videos on that. And I'm just going to kind of film that. And I have a journal that I'm in the middle of finishing, and I probably may do a few little crafting videos in between because I have to craft a little. It's really hard for me whenever I come in here to organize. What I do is I end up crafting instead of organizing, as you can see. But I am going to work on this, and I'm hoping to, be honest with you, be done. I'll say by the end of February. I'll be done with it by the end of February. That's going to be my deadline. So I will come back after this and I will let you guys see what it looks like. And I promise we will do a tour and it will be in a lot better shape, because this is hard. What's really frustrating is when you're trying to do something and you can't find it and you have it. But, and that's part of the reason this room gets to be such a disaster, is I know that I have something and I'll start like a certain piece of lace or a certain piece of paper. This is like when I was looking for my red trim for my Valentine's journal and I had to tear through everything to find it. Or I had it like a certain color trim or kind of lace, and you rip through everything, and that's kind of what it ends up looking like. But anyway, and the other thing too is accumulating things. I have to say, I probably need to work on the hauls and sharing, and I don't have an Etsy store. But I do think I'm probably going to open one just for the fact that I just need to sell some things, even at cost, to kind of, help with the clutter. Because I don't have enough time in my life to make enough journals to use all the stuff that I have. So anyway, and also too, like I said, I need to get rid of the things I'm not using. And just be ruthless about it and get rid of them, and also use the space that I have, like this whole filing cabinet that I have that I don't know, an entire filing cabinet that has nothing in it really. And then like look at all this stuff up here. I don't do any of that stuff anymore, hardly. There's just really no reason for me to have it, So anyway, and then also too, when you clean out your closet, and you bring all that stuff back into your craft space. So I probably need to figure out for sure what I'm going to use of that. And then, like I said, sell part of it. And then all that stuff is just haul videos and stuff that I need to put away. So I need to spend the time to put it away. All right, guys, that is it. This is my Jessica Wrap Challenge video. So I will my goal is to have this done by the end of February, and I will, and then I'll post the after picture. And like I said, I wanted to keep it real. You know, I came in here to clean, and I'm still going to do that, but I just want everyone to get an idea of what I'm dealing with here, folks. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm challenging other people out there to take Jessica's challenge and organize your craft room and do a before and after. And hey, be real about it, okay? All right. Bye, guys.